For almost a century, the dominant theory in archaeology claimed that the first people to live in North America came across a land bridge across the Bering Strait, from what is now Asia to Alaska and down into the continental United States. But in this week's Great Outdoors, Brian Jennings takes us to a new dig site just east of Bend that is debunking that theory and showing that Native Americans were here long before others migrated from Asia.
Eastern Oregon is an ancient land. When man first populated the area, it was thought they migrated over the Bering Strait to Alaska, bridging Asia with North America. Now, Oregon archaeologists are shedding new light that humans were already here, exploding the Clovis theory that taught us man first migrated here 13,000 years ago. This is the Rimrock Archaeology Site, located about 90 miles east of Bend. It was discovered in 2009 by BLM archaeologist Scott Thomas. Excavation began in 2011, and soon they found a layer of volcanic ash they thought originated from Mount Mazama, now Crater Lake, 7,000 years ago. But when tests came back, it was confirmed the ash was much older.
This is our 6th year of excavation at the site, and the reason that we keep returning back here is because we have found artifacts in a setting that is underneath a layer of volcanic ash from Mount St. Helens eruption that occurred 15,600 years ago. The artifacts underneath that suggest that they were deposited before that event occurred, and that if that's the case, then this is one of the oldest sites in the Americas.
In 2012, the team of archaeologists digging below the 15,600 year level came across an amazing discovery, a multi-purpose tool they describe as an ancient Leatherman-like tool. Jordan Pratt, a University of Oregon graduate, supervises this field team of volunteers and archaeologists.
Well, I felt special by holding that
it.
tool.
It's such a cool tool. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And we found a flake of the same material in one of the other units. So
and that's a different rock substance than it's not found here.
Yeah, it's not. It's a type of chalcedony. Sometimes it's referred to as CCS out here, which is cryptocrystalline silicate.
So it had to be brought in.
It had to be brought in. And that's one of the things that we're trying to figure out is where it was brought in from, because that would be awesome. Just especially if it's the oldest tool, to know how far they were moving across the landscape.
There was a sense of awe in their work.
I mean, anytime you're excavating something and you find something, it's exciting because you realize it's living history. It's something that someone else touched, it's something that someone made, and they either accidentally forgot it or purposely left it somewhere. But there's something just really awing about the idea that this could be one of the oldest sites in North America, if not the oldest. 15,000 years is, I mean, it's crazy. And it's pushing science back.
Well, if you find the consistency that you're after
exactly.
at that age, it will rewrite archaeological chapters.
Yeah, in North America for sure.
BLM archaeologist Scott Thomas admits this was the discovery of his lifetime.
Just having the date go back that far to 15,600 to 800 years is changing the whole idea of how this area was even settled in the first place. Because the thought is now, we believe that, a lot of people believe that people that had stem point technology were already here when Clovis got here. It appears as though they were here first. The stem point technology was here first.
That rewrites theory right there.
Well, yeah, I mean, one of the things that people that have working on early peopling studies for the last 30 years is trying to figure out how long it took Clovis to get across the continental United States and all the way down to South America and then back up into the Alaska area. They're trying to figure all that, but they have never been able to figure out if there were other people here and how they interacted.
Until, perhaps now, the Rimrock site east of Bend and others being discovered has put Oregon on the international map as one of the hotbeds of archaeology. And with each passing year, we learn more about how early man settled and survived in the great outdoors. For the Great Outdoors, I'm Brian Jennings at the Rimrock site.
Thanks, Brian, for that report, and a special thanks to our Great Outdoors sponsor, Camp Abbott Trading Company in Sun River, for giving us the time and resources to explore the lakes, rivers, and mountains across our beautiful state every Wednesday night and Thursday afternoon on Central Oregon Daily.
That Brian Jennings, he comes up with some interesting
It's so
material, doesn't he?
interesting, yeah.
That's amazing. 13,000 years ago, he
It's
said.
hard to get your brain around it.
It is, it really is.
It's just a short drive from Benton. It's really close.
The fascinating thing to me is archaeology. Like, they dig up something and they know it's a tool, and I'm thinking, like, it looks like a rock
Right, I
to
know.
me.
I know. Do they really know? I don't know.
Yes, they do, Chad.
I'm sure